Are you ready to step up your game in 2021 and beyond by bringing on a multi-channel marketing platform that can reach your clients, your homeowners, your buyers, your other customers as an entrepreneur? In this short video, I'm going to share ManyChat's multi-channel platform. And specifically in this channel, I'm going to uncover their new email editor that they just introduced, so you're ready to thrive on message marketing in this new year. Hello, I am Smarty with the ProEdge Marketing Group. Welcome to my channel. This channel, I focus on providing content and strategies and technology tips to help you thrive as a realtor, investor, and entrepreneur in helping you make this the best decade ever. So let's get into ManyChat, and I'll share some of the new multi-channel capabilities that ManyChat offers. So what do I mean by multi-channel marketing? In this concept, one of the things that ManyChat has is, for example, a broadcasting mechanism where I can create a broadcast that goes across multiple channels at once. So if I need to reach out, maybe I'm doing a motivated seller campaign as an investor, and I want to reach out to a list of FSBOs or expired listings or whatever it may be that I want to send a message out to those folks. Using this platform, I can craft an email, an SMS, and a message. Now, message, you have to be careful because that has to be within the 24-hour rule, and I'll have other videos on the channel to make sure you're compliant with message marketing on Facebook. But on the marketing side, I like to use SMS and email primarily to reach out to cold audiences or send things out to a client on a notification of an event that's going on. Maybe an open house. I may have an open house announcement. I'm going to broadcast SMS and email out to those folks. I could go specifically to one of the channels or over here to multi-channel. So that is what we call multi-channel marketing. And I want to come down to settings for a second to show you that ManyChat, it was last year when they introduced SMS and email in addition to message marketing over Facebook Messenger. But very soon, you'll see in the menu here, they have WhatsApp and Instagram. So the channels are expanding. You're going to have 5 channels to go across very, very soon. They're very close to releasing this capability. So we see this is the new world that we live in marketing. It's not about a single channel anymore. You need a platform that can keep up with your clients and be where they want to be. So whether they're in Instagram, what's up, they're in Facebook Messenger, they're on SMS, they're in email, you want to be able to reach out to them everywhere and anywhere in today's day and age. So that is what we call message marketing, multi-channel message marketing. Now, what I want to do now is I want to show you specifically how to craft an email. So over in here, I was doing another test. I'll show you just from scratch. I'll just do test 2. To show you how this works, I'm going to do create empty flow, and I'll just call this test 1 right here. So I create a new flow. So when you first create the flow, if I want to create a new email to send out to folks, I can come over here, make a flow. I'm going to hit this plus button, and here's where I can select either an email, a message, or SMS, and then shortly you'll have Instagram and what's up in this menu here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, let's send an email out to my customers. I'll have another video specifically on SMS marketing and how to do inbound SMS as well as outbound. I think you'll find that very appealing. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any of those videos. This is going to be an exciting video I do shortly. What we're going to do here on the email is I'm going to this is the starting step, and every flow has a starting step. I'm going to just drag and move that to the email. And I'll get rid of this message one here on Messenger because I can't send somebody blindly through Messenger a broadcast. That's against Facebook policy. They have to subscribe through Messenger, and you only have 24 hours to communicate with them through the Messenger, through the ChatBot. So you got to be very, very cautious. In the email editor of ManyChat, you have the editor panel that comes up. You're going to give it a subject, and ManyChat gives you nice some emojis and different tips and stuff here about emojis are great. Be short, be impressive. So I'll call it my impressive subject right here. I'll go down and say need to read now, right? Whatever the the headline is. And then of course they have their emojis right here. I can pull in any kind of emoji that I want here. I'll do some sunglasses, right? Maybe up in here. I'll do, I'll go back with the sunglasses on the front and the back. So we'll make this something like this. So I have my subject, my pre-header, and then here you can specify what sender name you want to show. So this could be anything you want. This is text. So in this case, if I want to show that the email came from Smarty, I just put Smarty in here. You put your name, what have you. Down here, there's a couple other things you could do. You could do additional information, and ManyChat's now added a capability to do first time trigger an event the first time they open the email. So now in ManyChat, you could track when they open these emails, which is nice. So I'm going to say I want to track that, and it puts this little trigger right here, and I'll go back and show you how to wire that up in a minute. Over in here, you have a button, so I can have this button go to either a website or into Messenger. So if I want them to go from an email and right into my chatbot, I would say open a message, and right here I can either create a message that I send them or pick a flow. So in this case, I'll say pick another flow, and I'll show you how I attach maybe one of my flows that I pre-built inside this message over here. So you have your details right here. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go in and say edit. And on the editor, this is some really nice things that they've added to the new capabilities inside of the ManyChat email editor. In an email now, you have the ability to put text, images, add buttons, and put dividers into the email. You have additional settings where you can pad the sections. You can make it letter. The letter's a certain color and the background a certain color. So that is a new capability that they just added to the system. So over in here, the way you edit it is this is the editor. I come over here. This is the editing panel. So over in here, I can change bold, italic, underline. I can change colors right here. I can add a link to the text, which is very nice. I can link to my website or so inside the email. I have percentages. I also have the field name. So if I want to say, hey, first name. So over in here, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that top one, and I'll just craft a typical email. So I may say, hi, first name. So over here, I'll say first name, and that's going to pull the subscriber that I'm sending to their first name. That's how easy it is. You have access to all your fields in your chatbot, the system fields as well as any custom fields that you do have in the system. I can go in and one thing I can do over here is I'm going to have to change the positioning. So I'm going to make it left align like a typical email instead of center. I can make it subtitle, body, small, title size. So they have a couple different options here. And of course, when I'm in here, you know, I can start typing my email. So I'll say this is a hope all is well. And then I'll start typing my email, which I'll just do whatever. What I want to show you though is if you come over here, let's say I wanted to add now a button. So I could say add a button. So over in here, I have a button. This is the first button. I have another button right here. So in the system here, let me get rid of that guy. I'll call it get details on Messenger. So maybe I'm going to send them into Facebook Messenger with some details. So this is going to send a message over here. I could change the colors and stuff of the box. If I want to put an image in, I could drop an image. And then the image editor over in here, I can go out and just select the image from my desktop. Grab my 25 ways. I'm going to give this ebook away. 25 ways ChatBots will grow your real estate business. This is actually an ebook that I wrote. I'll have a link below. You'll have access to my my demo of my chatbot, the ProEdge chatbot for real estate. And in the chatbot, it'll deliver this PDF, this ebook. Take a read. It's a really interesting read about how message marketing is changing the landscape of how people do marketing. So that's something that you definitely want to take a look at. So over in here, I could change the padding, do some other things. And then lastly, I may put a text down here, which is my signature. So I'll say, thanks, Smarty. And then I put in my contact information. Now remember, you can pull it right from the field. So down in here, I have my email stored as a field on my chatbot, and there's my phone number. So I'll just put my phone number in. I can select a field from somewhere else in the system to put in this email. So this is the email editor. I also want to point out at the very bottom, there's always an unsubscribe, and there's a mailing address that has your mailing address. So what I'm going to do is real quick to end this video, I want to make sure that you understand not only how to create an email, but how to set it up so you're ready to do emails inside of ManyChat. So what I'll do is I have this nice email. Before I publish this guide, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to attach this button, get details on Messenger to a specific flow. So over in here, for example, I have an ebook under advertising. I have buyer guides. And if I want to send this to maybe my homeowners, a seller's guide, right? I can literally just craft the email it out to a bunch of homeowners. And then if they click get the details, it'll go into Messenger and the bot will have a conversation with them and deliver the ebook, and then maybe get more information about their house and maybe allow them to set up an appointment right through the Messenger platform. So that's the power of message marketing. You craft these emails, SMS, you could send them back to Messenger. You can get creative of how you want to communicate to folks through this Messenger engine. So before I leave you here on this video, I'll go to settings to set up your email. There's a couple things you're going to want to do is you want to go to settings under notifications. You want to definitely set up your email for notifications here as an admin so you can get notices on an action. So when any event happens in ManyChat, you'll get notified that somebody's in there working your system, with your chatbot. But down here, you're going to hit email, and this is where you're going to establish that address information. This is important. You have to have this address information for federal US and Canada spam laws. So make sure you put in the format that ManyChat's asking: country, city, state, or street, and postal code, and your name of your company. Make sure that email is enabled. You can put in your sender, your email, and if you want to, if you're on a pro account, you could disable the ManyChat branding so that doesn't come out in an email. And finally, ManyChat also added this new capability, which is business email address. This will now use your business address to have the email go out with that address. This is going to avoid a lot of spamming, so you won't drop into a spam folder. It'll be an email right from you, from, in this case, Smarty at ProEdgeRealtyGroup.com. So I've established that. When you're in here, you'll hit a button to say add. You'll put the email and the sender's name, and then ManyChat will send out a message or an email to confirm it. But then there's one more step, which is actually updating your mail system. In this case, I run Gmail, so I had to go into Gmail and put some settings in the Gmail system so that ManyChat can communicate through this email right in my inbox. So that was basically the email capability. Now, if I want to broadcast, I could say new broadcast, send an email. Actually, before I do that, let me do broadcast from a flow. If you do regular broadcast, you're starting from scratch. In this case, I'm going to say, let's start with this email that I just created. And now when I say create, send this email is going to be set out. When I hit next, it's going to say, who do I want to send it to? So I could say, let's send it to anybody that has the name. I could look for somebody by name, and I'll grab John. If they have the name John, there's one person, and I'll hit send. So as I hit send, that email is now blasting out to everybody with the first name of John. Now I know in my system, because I just set up this account, I'm the only John in this as a subscriber here, and it's going to go out to me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, if you have any questions, leave comments below. And I appreciate if you give me a thumbs up so we can help share this content out to other realtors and investors. And consider subscribing and hitting the bell so you don't miss another video, as I want to make sure I serve you in 2021 and beyond with some great tips and technology strategies.